We're not used to it, even as animal abuse professionals, and it's something that particularly shocked us. This is a dog who will never regain his normal appearance, and who will remain scarred for life by what he has suffered. Gordo is a 9-month-old English bulldog, who is very, very cute, very gentle, a dog who is very, very hungry for attention. And like any puppy, he wants to play, to run around, to have fun outside, and above all, to have lots of cuddles. Because she couldn't stand the animal any longer. Couldn't stand him getting dirty, leaving hair inside the house, and finally, to punish him. This dog was picked up a few days ago and has been through a real ordeal since his owner decided to burn almost 40% of his body with a hairdryer. She decided to torture him with her hairdryer. When you see the extent of his injuries, you know that he's burned over 40% of his body. When you know that it was done with a hairdryer, it's immediately obvious that he must have been in agony, and that this torture session must have lasted several minutes to result in such serious injuries. The owner wasn't content with inflicting this torture, because after putting him through it, he was left untreated for 3 days, even though he was badly burned. This led to an extremely serious infection in the wounds, which forced the vets to hospitalize him so that they could remove all the skin that had been dug in. Gordo is a dog who came to his former owners as a puppy, and ever since he was small, his owner never put up with him, so he wasn't allowed to live a normal life. He was confined under a table, not allowed to move. Gordo's owners, a young working couple in their 30s, making good money, living in a nice little apartment, which shows us that there isn't really a typical animal mistreatment profile, and that anyone can be a perpetrator of mistreatment. It could be the family, it can really be anyone, so it's very important to report the effect when you witness it. So it happens to us every day that we're confronted with difficult situations or animals in poor condition. We picked up this poor little dog, who was living on a balcony, and is really skeletal. It's heartbreaking, she too, after such serious cases, with such a desire to make people suffer that they inflict such severe pain. It's true, it's a case that particularly shocked us. Following these acts of cruelty, the Animal Protection Association filed a complaint against the owner for acts of cruelty punishable by 3 years imprisonment and a €45,000 fine. To date, we know that she has already set a date for the pronouncement of criminal sanctions, which is scheduled for September. He's been in treatment for 10 days after suffering this act of cruelty of unspeakable horror. And we can see that he hasn't healed properly, but it's still very complicated. Very complicated for him because it's painful. He's itching. He's under daily care at the moment. He'll be scarred for life. He's already been the victim of violence before. He'd been beaten several times and had already been hospitalized for a fractured hip. So he'll always be limping. We're going to look for a foster home for him as soon as he's ready to leave the clinic, because he's still hospitalized and will still need care, as we can see that the wounds are having a bit of trouble healing.